take. That's all you ever do. You seem to think that everything is always about you. Always said how much you cared. Now you never let me down. But anytime I needed you, you were always nowhere to be found. Yeah, so take it all from me. I'm giving all I have. Whoa. Take it all from me. There ain't no turning back. Whoa. Take it all from me. There's something left to take. Whoa. You took it all from me. You did not hesitate. Blood-sucking leech that never fucking ends. So hard to believe that I ever called you a friend. Endless games, and now you're out of luck. Your selfish ways caught up to you, and now I don't give a fuck. Yeah, so take it all from me. I'm giving all I have. Whoa. Take it all from me. There ain't no turning back. Whoa. Take it all from me. There's something left to take. Whoa. You took it all from me. You did not hesitate. So take it all from me. I'm giving all I have. Whoa. Take it all from me. There ain't no turning back. Whoa. Take it all from me. There's something left to take. Whoa. You took it all from me. You did not hesitate. You took it all. Whoa, yeah.
Congratulations, you've unlocked All Apologies, a show about apology tours and demanding satisfaction. I'm your host, Trucker Andy, and with me, of course, on Sunday, it's the lovely Nelly.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Nelly. How you doing today?
I'm tender again.
Yeah,
This
that's
hot
what.
weather is just ruining my life. It's just making me drink so much alcohol. I really need it to be winter again.
Is that like an annual thing? Because I remember last year you guys got hit really hard with a heat wave. Is it
Yeah, I don't know.
just
It's like weird. In May, we just have like a really hot May, and then it goes back to being raining again. So, yeah, it's
okay?
strange.
'Tis the season for sweating your ass off.
Yeah, and beer gardens.
Okay, yeah, right. Yeah, so I guess I heard Hughzey and Echo both bitching about it as well the other day. So how long has it been right now? Not to talk about the weather at the top of the show like a
Oh,
fucking lame
God.
ass.
We're going on like for like 3 or 4 weeks now. It's been hot for,
Oh my God.
I know, like hot as well. And everyone like thinks, oh, England doesn't get that hot. Like 28 degrees isn't hot. But then there's loads of like Americans and Australians and even people from like Texas who are like filming themselves in this heat wave, and they go, oh, we were so wrong. The English heat is so wrong. Like this is the worst I've ever felt anything in my entire life.
How come people don't get down with air conditioning in Europe? I don't
Because we don't really
understand.
have that much hot weather. For the amount of hot weather we have, like
Yeah.
3 or 4 weeks a year, it's just not worth it.
Hmm. Yeah, we pretty much. I mean, in upstate New York, we only get a certain amount of nice weather as well, but it's more like 3 months. So we definitely take advantage of that. I don't know. I'd invest in it if I were you, even if it was only 4 weeks. I
Oh,
would be miserable if I.
a good fan and a naked sleep, that'll do me.
Oh, okay. You convinced me. Oh, right. But this week, I wanted to revisit what I brought to Hackamania in Vegas a couple of months ago. And I thought it was pretty compelling. And we have also, just to kick off the show, a very special appearance by, uh, s- uh, you know, the Duke, believe it or not. I called this start of the clip package proof of low life because John is alive and
Hey, man. Hey, now.
Do you like onions?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh, hell yeah. Because you're on that show, Nobody Likes Onions a lot, right? My roommate watches it all the time.
No, I'm not.
You're not?
Melton. That's Melton. Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, okay. He just watches it in the living room and stuff, so I see you on it.
Hey, man, I'm out of that shit, so I don't care.
That's good. That's probably for the best.
Yes.
you know what? I want to bet.
I have such a soft spot for John. I do have a soft spot for him. I kind of feel like I'll just leave the guy alone.
Why?
I don't know because I know he's a massive asshole, but I just have a soft spot for him where I'm like, I'll just let the guy live.
You forget like all the shitty things that he's done inside.
Yeah.
Though. That's how
Sucker for-
people
Sucker for a
develop.
little
Yeah, yeah. Fortunately for me,
man.
I want to watch this again because there's some parts. Obviously this is an NLO guy. I got this from Melton's Twitter, and if anybody, he should have said anything like WATP or TSN, but he brings up NLO, so and I'm pretty sure this is Vegas beer sales Jerry sitting with him, but you
I was
hear,
wondering who that was.
yeah, John needs to bring a friend because he's a lonely man. But the dye job, I don't know what's going on with his mouth. He looks more and more like the puppet, the TSN puppet every day.
Oh,
And you hear the stutter because he gets put off his game. Like he's surprised that somebody's trolling him in real life. So the stutter comes out because he's nervous. That's when he stutters. When he lies and he's nervous. So let's just watch this again real quick. Short.
Hey, man. Hey, now.
Do you like onions?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh, hell yeah. Because you're on that show, Nobody Likes
You fell for the Goodwill Hunting troll, John. Do you like onions? Yeah. How you like them onions? Fucking idiot.
Onions a lot, right? My roommate watches it all the time.
My roommate, not me. I'm not a dick trolling you. It's my roommate who loves that show that shits on you all the time.
men don't have to call the lovers roommates anymore.
Good point. I was sucking off my roommate the other day.
No, I'm not.
You're not?
Melton. That's Melton. Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, okay. He just watches it in the living room and stuff, so I see you on it.
Hey, man, I'm out of that shit, so I don't care.
That's good. That's probably for the best.
Yes.
You'll never be out of it, John. As long as you're making public appearances where your detractors can find you, you're never out.
Have a good one, man.
It wasn't the worst interaction, actually. It was quite polite. So props to that guy for not being a complete asshole.
That's the way that I would troll Bennett Susser at the courthouse. It's like, hey, can I tell you you're an asshole? No, I'd rather you didn't. Okay, see you later. No. But this Chris Kattan package I found it fascinating because I feel like he has not to such a pathetic degree, but judging from the thumbnail here and what I remember Chris Kattan as and for, he is like melted into Stuttering John to a certain degree. And I have some notes and some comparisons that I'll bring up, but I thought I would remind Nelly, you didn't seem to exactly remember who Chris Kattan was. They don't have Saturday Night Live in the UK, but they do have Night at the Roxbury and Corky Romano and House on Haunted Hill. He's been in only like a handful of big feature films, which is part of his problem. It's like he doesn't really have a big career and a big fan base, so he's clinging to the little bit that he had at one time. But this is just a reminder of how he got started on SNL.
Hello, my name is Chris Kattan. This character is called the Substitute Teacher.
You can tell it's the early to mid 90s by the oversized vest and pants. He looks like he's wearing clothes that are he looks like he's wearing his father's clothing to this SNL audition.
Good afternoon, I'm Sue Marner. Here's something new need for. Miss Jackson. Some of you remember Hamid, photography, 100X. But don't see any running eyes, thank you, so.
How the fuck did he ever get this gig with this audition? It's basically Pootie Tang. Are you aware of Pootie Tang?
I am not aware of Pootie Tang. And by the sounds of it, I don't want to be.
Yeah, no. Pootie Tang is like a musician / pimp that is you barely can understand what he says, but he's just like wildly successful and gets all the girls and he's just like a magical Negro that is successful at everything he does. And this is just a substitute teacher that you can't understand talking like Pootie Tang. And this is how he got the gig at SNL.
Wow! Hey! Take the donuts, Susan. You can stop.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
this
is why I can't watch like any comedy. I like comedy stuff anymore because it makes me cringe so bad.
Yeah, that especially, and really his bread and butter was, putting his twink body on display. Famously, Norm Macdonald would relentlessly troll Chris as being gay because he was so effeminate and twink. And that he can't help it. That's just his brand. There's an acting class exercise where people they go around the room and without any context, you stand up in front of the class and everybody goes, "Oh, you're the heel of an '80s comedy. You're like you have the face of a dick, so you should lean into auditioning for being a dick in comedies." And that Chris Kattan's brand is gay twink, but even though he's not, he's clearly straight. This is his fiance, Maria Libri, up in the thumbnail there. But we're going to get a little more. This is kind of a rundown of the last 15 years of Chris Kattan's career on Inside Edition, and it's extremely relevant. It'll catch you up to speed, Nelly.
Memorable characters on SNL. Mango.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna kick your diva ass.
Oh, bring it on, J-Ho!
What?
Mr. Peepers.
He comes to us from the Amazon rainforest, so he might be just a little groggy.
And A Night at the Roxbury with Will Ferrell. But it was this sketch in 2001 that Chris Kattan says changed his life forever.
I went backwards on my chair, and to sell it, I went... I really put myself into the character.
It was a spoof of the Golden Girls. He chokes on cheesecake, and when he throws himself backwards, he hits the ground hard.
I felt a snap on my neck when I hit the railing of the chair itself.
The injury resulted in a broken neck.
There you go.
Was that a shock to you then to hear this doctor say that you broke your neck? Did you ever even think that was possible?
No, I did not.
Kattan says he kept the injury to himself because he feared the repercussions to his career.
How long did you work with a broken neck?
It was about a few months till I had the surgery because I had to wait till after the season of SNL because I didn't want to miss a show.
Kattan underwent 5 surgeries. He says the injury became so debilitating, he became addicted to painkillers.
People photograph you and they go like, yeah, look what's wrong with him. He's a big drug addict. He's like, something's wrong with his back and he looks terrible.
His years of stardom on SNL came to an end after 7 years. In 2014, he was arrested for DUI.
So he broke his neck doing Chevy Chase style pratfalls on SNL and basically turned into, I don't know if you remember Curly from the Three Stooges, the bald
I
one.
do.
It's the same thing. It's when you put your body on the line for the bit. Sometimes it just it runs. It runs its course. You can no longer do your mango character on stage anymore. But
That is
yeah,
wild.
yeah. So he breaks his neck doing a Golden Girls pratfall, and now he's addicted to pain pills and self-medicating with alcohol, and he can't work out, so he's just hunched over and turning into a bridge troll. It's very
I
sad
was
to a certain
wondering why
degree.
you was like hunching over some of the videos. No, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So his life is gone sideways. He doesn't really know what to do with himself except to drink the pain away. And this is his DUI news, the news coverage of his DUI arrest.
News to tell you about actor Chris Kattan is under arrest after allegedly crashing into a roadwork truck while under the influence. It happened in Encino about 2 a.m. on the 101 westbound at Balboa. Now, this is video from the scene of the former SNL cast member on the side of the road there. Before the crash, somebody called 911 all ready to report to a Mercedes that was weaving all over the road at slow speeds. Police say Kattan was behind the wheel. CHP officials say when he approached construction work, he drove right through the cones and hit the back of a DOT truck. Nobody was hurt. Kattan was...
He's doing his Nelly impression there. We'll try to maintain.
How dare you? I can walk in a perfectly straight line when I'm drunk. I've had years of practice.
In
I could
heels,
aim for
right?
these.
Yeah.
God no, my Crocs.
It only would have been worse. He hit a DOT vehicle. It only would have been worse if he hit a cop car.
What's that, like a Department of Transport, smart?
Correct. Yeah. I don't know.
So
A lot of
bad.
times they'll have those signs that tell you, "Hey, there's cops up here checking for DUIs." And it's like a neon, whatever they have. Any of the service vehicles. So.
or has been booked at the Van Nuys jail.
I love watching them do the what's the thingy test at the side of the road where they've got to like touch the nose and walk in. There's some great ones of them on YouTube. People are just it's so funny.
Hey, what's up, Judge? Yeah, he's doing his Melton impression, growing his hump out. But yeah, it was great as Corky Romano. Does anybody remember Corky Romano as a great movie? I don't think so. I'm not sure because there's a hierarchy of SNL forward movies. Corky Romano is not an SNL character though, so I guess I can't categorize it as that. But I remember it being unwatchable as a burnout stoner when it came out. I was like, I can't with this movie. And
yeah,
that's,
if you can't even watch it when you're high, then you can never watch it.
Yeah. Some of those things, once you see them and you realize it sucks, you can appreciate it for what it is. But I don't remember that being good in any single way. Hey, what's up, Hiroshi? Let's light this candle.
Chris.
Black Label Media. What's up, sir? Sir or madam? I got something.
It's Chris.
Microphone. It's freaking me out. Oh, that's Chris. Hey, what's up, boss? Yeah. So, what is a down on his luck, down and out former SNL performer to do except turn to stand up? Stand up.
Does he not?
Oh, what is it?
You not learn nothing from John. John not said, didn't I?
This is why I'm saying there's parallels to John here. So, and it's even more than what you would think because Stuttering John used to take his clout from the Stern Show on the road as a talentless hack and let the likes of a Nick DiPaolo or Artie Lang, all these other guys, Ronnie the limo driver, people on a sliding scale of talent, do the heavy lifting for him, and he would just host it. And that's basically what Chris is doing right now. He'll turn up and be the MC host of a stand-up night with virtually no material, which we're going to put on display right here.
It's an honor to be here. I'm so excited. Your guys' energy level. Unfortunately, you're all going to be put to sleep in about 10 seconds. I'm sorry. I'm so excited to be.
Good. I forgot all about this, Mason from Portland. I think he played the villain in Undercover Brother, the Eddie Griffith class. That was a funny movie, and he was good in that. I remember that. If you want to watch Night at the Roxbury is classic. I've seen it a million times. That's a great one. He's very funny in that. And then the villain in Undercover Brother. That's a good pull. Thank you.
You guys, let me just get this out of the way if I could very quickly, just to get it out of the way. Thank you.
Do you recognize this at all, Nelly? Do you know Night at the Roxbury?
No.
Okay. That's basically his skull is doing the head nod like to the disco music and I'm on cocaine. That's the bit. That's the whole bit that they did over and over on SNL and turned it into a movie. So now he's doing it on stage. Remember, I did this thing. This is all anybody knows me for, right? Yeah. And you're opening with that. Should be your closer, but
The death of me. I know that someday I'll be in my casket and someone will come over and go, oh, that's too bad. Let's just bop his head one more time. No, it's going to happen. Do you guys mind if I talk a little bit about my SNL characters? Is that all right? My Saturday Night Live characters? Okay, cool. Because that's all I got.
Well, this is
really all I
honest.
got. Yeah. Another character I did was Mango. Remember the Mango character?
Why does everybody think I'm the homo gay?
That was a gay character I did.
Yes, we know that's all you did. I can't really do Mr. Peepers at a stand-up show.
Where he differs from John, at least like he's self-aware that that's all he's got. Like he's kind of accepted it and doing
right. That's the magic. You're right. That's the magic of John, that his ego and lack of self-awareness turns him even more cartoonish, whereas Chris Kattan is more of just like a sad state of affairs. But this is a little more terrible stand-up from him.
And how old are you? She can't speak?
Oh, right. Shit. This is him doing crowd work and just making everybody uncomfortable. This is the worst way to do crowd work.
I hate it. I hate crowd work. It's the fucking worst.
Yeah. Especially this. He's talking this woman out of being engaged.
It's all right.
I mean, arguably good advice.
She's 27? She's 27. Oh, so you're in 20s. I just want to, just out of advice, I don't know, you're in your 20s. Don't you think you might still want to fuck somebody else? I'm just saying. I don't know, maybe it's different. Maybe you already got that out of your system, but most people haven't yet. No, it's possible. Most people will be like, yeah, I'm 27, like, I still want to fuck somebody else.
He's like, meet me backstage after the show.
So you still have an opportunity. You got that out of the way? She's silent. That's always a good sign. Yeah, well, I was in love. Last time I was in love was a long time. You look very nice. You look like Janet Reno. Yeah.
Janet Reno is a butch politician that is not known for being attractive.
It's not a mean thing. Well, you're all wearing blue tonight, you guys. That's fun.
Why do you hate me so much? Why did you do this to me?
I want to show you how shitty Chris Kattan is. And I don't even dislike the guy. I just, when I realized somebody that I used to get a kick out of in A Night at the Roxbury had become Stuttering John, I just needed to tell everybody about it in Vegas. But yeah, so he's a terrible comedian. He's got nothing. He can't do his physical comedy anymore, which was what he was the most known for. And so he just kind of does public appearances. I've seen him going around hosting, screenings of A Night at the Roxbury and Corky Romano. He'll just show up and do Q&As at movie things. He'll go to conventions and he's trying to make shit happen on social media and YouTube. And at one point, he goes he's touring around and he meets local news reporter Maria Libri here in the thumbnail, the blonde that is way out of his league, but apparently
way out of his league.
apparently she's a big fan. And this is what I showed in Vegas, but I want to show you because at the time of this interview, she is married and hosting him at her house. And you're going to hear some laughing behind the camera while her husband records this interview for her. And this is basically Maria leaving her husband for Chris Kattan on the internet in front of everyone.
No.
I'm just so glad you're here.
Thank you.
You're my favorite comedian of all time.
Thank you.
We quote you around our house all the time.
You do? What do you say?
We say,
Chris Kattan said.
no,
Oh.
I don't say that. I say, you guys want to buy some cookies?
Oh, yeah, that's sweet.
All right, well, you're my new best friend. I hope you call me every 5 minutes.
Okay.
And I can join you on tour if you want.
Sure.
I mean,
We'll talk about it.
Okay, I'm not opposed, so.
Good.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome. Thank you for
love
having me
you.
over
Thanks for
to
coming.
your house.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's great.
I mean, that's
Do you know what? He doesn't look like that last clip we just watched where he was on stage. He looks like, well, in that interview, he looks like she's just picked a homeless guy up from outside the fucking 7-Eleven. Like, he looks awful. Like, really, I could kind of get it if you look like the guy on stage then. The suit on, you know, you're a fan. Can kind of get it. But the way he looked then, like, he looks like he's just come back from the meth clinic.
Yep. Yeah, I know. That's and the reason it reminded me of like to revisit this is because he was just here this weekend in Syracuse doing the whole showcase thing that I described earlier, and one of my sources told me that the people that host and book and run the club had to pick him up at the airport, take him to CVS to buy a bunch of makeup so that he can paint himself up to look normal on stage because of what you're describing. At the Gotham showcase, he looked human, but in this interview, he looks like a bridge troll. And but Maria's all about it. You saw that. She was like falling all over him, begging him to take her away from her married life.
She's definitely got she's not all this. She's got screw loose.
Guys like us depend on women like that, Ellie. We need mentally ill hot chicks to fuck us. You get it. Mason in Portland says that the story Jim Brewer tells about Norm and Kattan filming a Twilight Zone sketch is 10 times funnier than anything Kattan has ever done. Worth a watch if you haven't seen it. Maybe we'll watch that on Patreon after this. We're going to play the Hadaway song from Night at the Roxbury and watch that story from Jim Brewer while we eat popsicles, I think. So yeah, that is the most interesting thing about Chris Kattan is watching his wife, his fiance, leave her husband for him in that interview. And that you can still find that on the internet and listen to her husband.
The husband though,
her husband was like a doctor. He was like a medical doctor, is successful.
Explaining though that your wife left you after you filmed her interviewing someone in your home, and then she just fucks off and now she's fucking him. Like, oh my god! I hope they live in that house. That's so funny.
Yeah, her husband's like, that bag he was holding was they were going to go out to dinner and eat this like food unique to the area that was like a late night. It's called a horseshoe burger, and it's got it's like a belly buster, kind of like disgusting late night hangover helper. And she's giving her father-in-law made a gift bag that included like a barf bag, like an air sick bag, and toilet paper and antacids and all this stuff to like recover from eating this gross burger. And was lending them his car. This is her father-in-law, her husband's dad. And they're sending these two out on a date, and we lost Nelly, but that's okay.
Yeah,
So
I know I'm still here.
oh, all right. So the father-in-law is like setting them up to go have this like hilarious fun date, and it went so well that she left her husband for him for Chris. It's crazy. It's just one of the craziest things I've heard recently, especially considering the way he looks and the way she looks.
I'm sure the doctor's bouncing back just fine. I'm sure he's finding himself an even hotter, younger chick. So I don't feel
Probably.
Like
Yeah. He's like, now I don't have to deal with crazy pants over there. And they go on after that. They hook up. Now they're a duo, and he is trying to do this character on social media that is. It reminded me of a Martin Short type of Jiminy Glick, or just this arrogant like Hollywood burnout kind of guy, but it wasn't getting any traction. And then they were doing like, hey, look at we're just like some Z-list celebrities in Hollywood going like trying to go have a meeting with J.J. Abrams and we can't get in, like shit like that on Instagram. And finally they land on, hey, we're a fucking engaged couple. Let's do a podcast about couple life, which has never been.
Podcast was coming. I could feel it. Feel it coming. It was either going to be podcasting or TikTok stars.
Yep. And the only thing that he is going for him is that he has the SNL report card, like he has credits. So he is able to, he's got a Rolodex of people from the show that he can tap to come be guests on his podcast. So this is Bobby Moynihan, Drunk Uncle, famously, one of my favorite late night, the Weekend Update characters. Drunk Uncle was the best. And that's Bobby Moynihan, who's making his appearance on What's Up Peeps with Chris and Maria. And this sucks.
Very cool.
Now, we first met at the 40th anniversary.
Correct.
And you came up to me and you were so nice and you were so complimentary.
Very fake. I'm
you were
very
like,
fake.
Oh my God.
This is the Rob Lowe start. He's like, how do you know me? Okay, great way to start an interview.
I don't know what to say.
Really, she's got hotter since that interview. She looks really, really fucking hot in this.
Tell me about it. That's the only good thing about this. I know that she's wearing like a shorts kind of like pantsuit with shorts under this dress, but I could not stop trying to look up her dress here.
You know that his mates from the SNL days are coming on here to check out his wife.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, she's crazy, but she's hot. The best kind of hot.
It's so nice. And you
well,
were
that
talking
night
about
was
Mr.
like
Peepers and-
SNL Space Camp.
Yeah, but you were like in awe. I mean,
Dame Taft. To be fair, I basically am Drunk Uncle. Okay.
it was great. It was such a great feeling.
I was blown away. I was
so cool.
15 years old again. I also, to be extremely honest, I don't drink often.
Yeah.
And I was hammered.
The way she stares at him as well, she's just like absolutely enamored. Like, oh my God, that is creepy.
Yeah. She's got crazy eyes, and I'm just waiting for her to leave Chris for Bobby during this whole thing. She's just trying to level up now. But it's a lot of this is just glory days shit. Like, remember we were both on SNL? We're not on it anymore, but remember how great it was? Yeah, I do. Okay. And that's how it starts. This is how it ends with, I mean, this must have been Maria's idea where she gave Chris the toilet paper and the barf bag and everything. And we got to give Bobby a gift. This is like the wackest gift you could give a celebrity.
I think there's.
We got to give you a gift.
There's a surprise.
Because we know you love Star Trek.
Bestow upon you.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
So Maria, why don't you have it?
A surprise.
Okay, that's
That
right.
was the best entrance of podcast.
They're bequeathing him a used DVD on a pillow.
You love Star Trek. You're obsessed with it.
Ta-da!
No.
In 4K. In 4K.
Hey, wow.
Now you have.
And he's saying it's a Star Trek movie. It's fucking Rogue One. It's a Star Wars movie. He keeps calling it Star
No.
Trek.
Oh my God.
Get a 4K player.
4K
You
Ultra.
have to get a 4K
Gently
player.
used.
It's a gently used Blu-ray of Rogue One that Maria and
Nobody
Chris
even
don't
has
want
a DVD
anymore.
player anymore. Nobody even has a DVD. I bought this laptop. I was like, where the fuck's the little DVD slot? They don't even
Yeah.
fucking bother putting them in laptops anymore.
I know. I own a PS5 that specifically has a disk drive on it so that I can play DVDs on it because you cannot find them anymore. And I have a whole collection of physical media that I want to watch sometimes. So that's why I have that version of the PS5. But they're giving him this Rogue One DVD that they don't want anymore.
On a pillow as well, like presenting like the fucking crown jewels. Like,
Yeah. So great show, guys. Good job. What's Up Peeps with Chris Kattan and Maria Libri. Check it out if you want to hear about old SNL days. I don't like the absence of a comma in their show title. Fuck these people. Oh, yeah. Whatever. You're a grammar Nazi. Check out Dame Taft's nephew, Screw, in the All In on the Dabbleverse poker game tomorrow night at 7:30 right here on this very channel. So, what's up, Dame? But, so that's Chris Kattan. I think he's a fascinating character. The fall from grace, it reminds me of John, and I wanted to let everybody know what he's up to. The cucking of Maria's husband is the most fascinating part.
The best thing ever. Oh my God. I need somebody to send this to John so that John can get super pissed off that he's not like been able to grift off it as well as this guy has.
Well, yeah, that's true. Because he was talking to Bobby. That interview is over an hour long, and you could kind of hear him sort of angling for an invite to work on something because Bobby's on a new show with Tracy Morgan and Tina Fey and is in a movie and has a career and that's going places and he can get regular work, whereas Chris is just kind of down on his luck and he
That guy's got a really super hot wife. He's not doing on his luck. He's doing just fine.
I guess you're right about that. Just live on your royalties of Corky Romano and be glad that this dime piece is in your house. But the other thing that I wanted to talk about today was this whole X feud between Hughzey and Jay Moe from BYB. And apparently they're not fans of each other. And I think this goes back quite a ways. If like so far back that I can't really figure out the players, and I was trying to get Hughzey on today, but he's busy right now. It's hard to wrangle people for a 9 a.m. show on a Sunday sometimes at the last minute, but Nellie's here, so it's possible.
I actually just need to just pop away for like 1 second.
Sure, yeah.
Do what you 1 second.
Do what you got to do. But everybody else might be more familiar with what's going on over there. It seems like a lot of it revolves around Little Lemmy's involvement with Hughzey's show, Little Lemmy's track record with BYB, and the fallout with Granny. And neither one of them are even on BYB anymore, but I think there's still bad blood based on that track record. So, and now it's evolved into shit talking and just like backhanded insults on respective shows, and then got very combative on X at the end of the week last week. Let's see here. Dame Taft will take out celebrities in the DV at poker. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. He's not been successful over there. I think he came in second the first time he ever played. But, you know, there's always time for a redemption arc, right, Screw? Maybe. We'll see. But, yeah, we have Spurg Snake from BYB, since we're talking about BYB. He's going to be on. WATP Annie and Spurg do their own poker thing. So I invited Annie as well. She'll be on. And Jody B from Po Boys and Shitty Song of the Week, as well as, who am I forgetting? I don't know. And the rest is what I meant to say. So, yeah, tomorrow night at 7:30. And so what we have here, God, I'm dying. like Chris Kattan. Sorry, let me clear my throat. This is, as I understand it, some of the beef that was boiling over on X between Hughzey and Jay Moe, who Jay Moe is maybe the least recognizable person currently on BYB to me. Obviously BYB is the Quad Father show. Everybody knows Quad as the host and mouthpiece of that show. And then maybe it's just personal, but my interactions with Spurg Snake are more, uh, you know, I've talked to him on Skeptical Robot. We've done shows together. I just recently, 2K. He's also going to be in the poker game too. We just did a Sunday night movies with 2K last week, where Spurg and I watched Red Sonja. And
Spurg's great. I love Spurg.
yeah,
Good guy.
I have a good time with Spurg. So yeah, 2K, Dylan from Somewhere. These guys are all in the poker game tomorrow, based on the Sunday night movie show that we did last weekend. So yeah, Spurg and Quad, those are the guys I know from BYB. And then Jay Moe just always seems to also be there. I don't really. Do you have any awareness of Jay Moe on BYB, Nelly?
No, absolutely not. I don't watch BYB, but I never did. It's not really it's just not really my kind of show, to be honest.
Yeah, it's more of a shit-starting drama show, which is kind of it's in vogue right now. People want to watch people fight more than they want to watch people make jokes, and that's not really my speed. But I've been paying a little more attention to it. Kaylee was on last week, debating with Ava. It's like, hey, let's have a debate. And okay, I don't want to watch people argue like my fucking parents, arguing over the bills. It's fucking not interesting to me. But other people like to eat popcorn and watch people yell at each other, and that's kind of what Hughzey's doing as well. But Hughzey makes it funny, and
yeah.
I just don't find like the jokes are few and far between on BYB, so I don't watch it that much unless they're talking about something specific that I'm interested in.
I think it's the kind of show that unless you watch it all the time, you don't really understand what's going on. Like I've tried to like tune in sometimes, and I'm like, I don't know who these people are. I don't know what the beef is. Like unless you know, it's like jumping into a show like in season 3 and you have no idea what's going on.
Right? Yeah, fair enough. But, and I was mentioning while you were away, I think a lot of this spins out of the fact that Lemmy is on with Hughzey now, and she used to be on BYB. Is that, do you know that?
Yeah. I
Okay.
catch up with Hughzey's stuff.
Yeah. So I think that's where a lot of the tension between these two stems from. But I think Hughzey was on his show and just mentioned that he thinks BYB sucks, like offhandedly, and Jay Moe took exception to that and found it to be the time to start drunk swinging on Hughzey on X. So this is a screenshot of Hughzey reacting to a message from Jay Moe saying that maybe figure out how to do a show that doesn't require Shmuel Buckman to be on there for entertainment. Maybe try not saying hit the like button over and over. Maybe try and shoulder check me like you did to Granny. That happened at Hackamania in Vegas. And then Hughzey reacted to that by showing Shmuel there on BYB multiple times. So Jay Moe is saying, you need Shmuel to make your show interesting. And here are several examples of Shmuel on BYB. So, and then down at the bottom there it says, nothing directly. My guess is some passive aggressive bullshit. Oh, this is just a different, I think this is a comment to a comment. So it's kind of out of context, but moving on. So that was Hughzey starting shit. Now this is here. I can't read these little things, so I have it pulled up over on my other computer, so my fucking old man eyes can read what's happening. Here, Jay Moe comes back with, your show sucks. Legitimately, it's bad. You know how some people will say your show sucks. Ha ha ha. No, I mean it. Throw your laptop in the ocean. And I guess this is my biggest problem with Jay Moe is that Hughzey is trying to make jokes and make the beef funny, and Jay Moe is just being malicious, and there's no entertainment value to it. It's just mean spirited. And like I said, I like jokes. I want the content that I watch on YouTube and on X to make me smile, not hurt people's feelings. And it's just, I mean, I don't mind a good.
The best arguments is when the two people are intelligent enough to like make it like the dig's funny and not just like, oh, throw you lots of in the ocean, like to turn it into something like use your smart and your wits to make it funny. They're the best arguments.
Yeah. And yeah, so then Hughzey's just like, sorry for not wanting to stay up till 5 a.m. watching clips. Great. This is the problem. BYB is on late at night on 3 days a week. And it's just not, this is why we're doing the show at 9 a.m. in the States. It's so that Nelly can participate in the show in a timely, reasonable way. We'll either do it at 9 or at 1, depending on availabilities around Blind Mike Project, because we don't want to get stepped on by Mike. So that's why we do the show at these times. We don't do it late at night and then get butthurt when Hughzey can't join the show because we're on at 10 p.m. and it's 5 a.m. or whatever it is, 3 a.m. over in fucking the UK. So I don't know how you can be upset about that, except that, Granny's ex-wife is on with Hughzey now, and he doesn't like you're friends with Granny and Hughzey's not. That's really all this comes down to. So I don't know why Jay Moe has to take it personally, but except that Hughzey probably shits on your show constantly, which is fair. And yeah, Dave Sarah jumps in the fray. What will throwing a laptop in the ocean solve? I suggest just jumping off a bridge, but that's just me. Dave, come on. You met Hughzey in Vegas. You know, you're both good guys. This is all fucking kayfabe. And Jay Moe agrees with Dave there. But I don't. I met Hughzey in Vegas, and I found him delightful. And I think people maybe are jealous of Hughzey's success. But Hughzey comes back with some receipts of Jay Moe following him on X. He says, thanks for the follow. And it says follow back here, which means Hughzey did not follow him back. And he's not following.
Muted. He's getting muted as soon as that. That's brilliant.
But then Jay Moe underneath there says it never happened. Catch up. But I don't know what is. Hughzey doesn't seem to be the type to go on Canva and doctor images and make shit up. So
I
don't
know full well that Hughzey can't use AI to make anything because I've had to make things for him. So I know full well. And if you're coming to me for technical help, then you really are struggling.
Exactly. So I can only assume this is a screenshot. And yeah, so I don't know. But down there at the very bottom, Jay Moe says, oh, you didn't have to buy this one. Like Hughzey's buying follows. Is that what that means? I don't think.
And generally, when you buy followers, they're like bots, they're not like real people. Like you don't automatically start following. You can't choose. I would like this person to follow me, please. That'll be $10.
Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. Good point. So the beef thickens. The beef is heating up, and now after Hughzey showcases that, this just goes into the comments of the comments, and you could see Jay Moe. This is what Dr. Chow would call a cortisol addiction. This is just him stressing out and flipping out and being butthurt about what's happening and really just flying off the handle on X about how much he dislikes Hughzey. And all I can say is you don't feed the trolls on social media. It's not going to go well for you. So you just kind of pay no mind and things die down and go away and people move on to the next person that's tripping out and flying off the handle on X. But right now it's Jay Moe, and this Popley Buzzley guy is just riling him up, starting with the the delightful catchphrase, hit the like button. My hit the like button t-shirt is in the mail. I was hoping it was going to arrive today so that I could wear it on the show. But everybody was yelling hit the like button in Vegas when Hughzey was there. It was a war cry along with I'll wait. Tommy Jordan and Hughzey were fueling the fun of hit the like button and I'll wait at Hackamania 3. And apparently it's gotten under Jay Moe's skin that people are hitting the like button for Hughzey. But if you're one of the 18 people watching this show right now, why not hit the like button for this if you're enjoying this content? And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel or go over to Rumble and subscribe to Nellie's channel. She's getting things going over on Rumble.
Well,
So
I'm trying. I was drunk last week and tried to connect it up, and I'm not doing well. I need a smart person to come and help me connect it.
Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. But it doesn't mean you can't follow the channel. I'm following it. So yeah, hit the like button from Popley, and then Jay Moe. Imagine if he lost that crutch. Okay, it's a marketing tool that is working. Why would you stop doing it? When you find something that works, you keep doing it. So, and people, like I said, everybody's yelling it. Everybody likes saying it. People have adopted it on other shows. People are just using it apropos of, it's not even something that Hughzey's even involved in. People are adopting it.
It's the new skull.
Yeah. Or cheers. Opie's cheers. So when something works, you keep doing it. So
The thing is, it's just like that's just who Hughzey is as well. Like, because he'll put it in like the worst. He'll say like some of the worst shit ever. Like, and then they'll go hit the like button, and you're just like,
Yes.
it just like he times it great. Like, it's just who he is.
yeah, and he was even saying as much when it was me and Rochi and Eckel, Shmuel Buckman and Carl. And Hughzey and Eckel were just kind of having words with each other, just shitting on each other in a good-natured way. But Hughzey was going, what I'm saying isn't even going to be funny. This is a hack joke. It's not even good. But I'll just say hit the like button at the end, and everybody will laugh. And then he would do just that, and everybody would laugh. So he's just cracked the code of being charming. Is really what it comes down to.
Good old Irish time. It'll get you every time.
Yeah. But I think Jay Moe is just frustrated with the fact that nobody knows who he is on his own show, probably. So maybe he's just trying to make a name for himself by going after Hughzey. And but Popley Buzzley says underneath here, I don't have a beef with the guy or his co-host, guest, viewers, whatever, but I've tried several times to watch and have seen enough clips to say it's not been entertaining enough to keep my attention. There's worse out there. And to that, I would say I watch Hughzey.
But it's a fair comment. There's lots of shows that I can't watch because what everybody else. That's I like how he's just put that there. Listen, it's just not. I say this all the time about most, but it's just not for me, and that's fine. Like, and I think that's a fair comment to be fair.
Yeah. And I mean, you might as well be describing BYB to me, like, 'cause that's my opinion of BYB. I don't watch that, but I do watch Hughzey, and I enjoy Hughzey. And J Moe says it's dog shit. Also, how does he have that many subscribers and 45 live viewers? That math ain't mathing. And I mean, that's subjective. Not every episode is 45 live viewers, and I mean, that's the other thing though that maybe people and J Moe don't understand is that Hughzey is OG, like been podcasting since
He's been doing it for a long time. He's accumulated all them subscribers over a long time. And again, the time difference, like even we just do this little show, you've got to plan it in between other shows. So if there is another show on, or it's late night or early in the day because of the time difference, I'd guess that he gets most of his views of people going back watching, which is more impressive to me than live views, because there are a lot of shows that I will only watch live. If I don't catch it live, I won't bother watching it because I enjoy interacting in the chat and like watching the shows. So I think it's more impressive to have views after the fact and have live viewers, because people then want to go back and watch it.
Agreed. And I've heard certain people that will remain nameless. Somebody was just like, "Oh, I was watching BYB the other day," and I go, "Why?" And their explanation was, "Oh, it's just like what's on late at night." A lot of people are only watching BYB because nothing else is on at 1 a.m. and they start the show at whatever time and then stream for 4+ hours. And if you have insomnia and you're just up and you're like, well, what's live right now? It's BYB, and that's how they get a lot of their views, I think. But that's just me. Whatever.
Yeah, it's the last bar that's open at the end of the night.
Yeah.
That's where everything so it's the shittest bar, but we all go there because it's open until 5 a.m.
Yes, right. That's a great example of why it's working for those guys over there. And I mean, they have their audience, but I know what the deal is. They're fucking detractors of my friends that are a generation before they started their show, and now they're just like reacting to TSN and WATP and pointing out what they don't like about it, even though you're actually fans of it. You wouldn't even have a show if it wasn't for them. So, just kind of recognize, I guess, is what I'll say about that. But you found your own audience, which is good. Some people are also burned out on the content that's been around for 20 years or whatever, over 10 years, I mean. So moving on, Hughzey comes back with this interaction, which I'm just pulling up my version. Okay, yeah. So Jay Moe says, well, we have already ratioed him. That was easy. And Hughzey says, another win for the Mo. More puns like this. He's plugging his show. That's my move. Whenever people start shitting on this show, which they do all the time, I just direct them to the Patreon. So that's kind of a good move when you don't know what else to say to somebody who you're not going to convince to be a fan. Maybe it's just like, hey, well, I'm sorry you don't like me. Give me money. And yeah, down at the bottom there, it says his comment about sorry for not wanting to stay up till 5 a.m. watching clips. And then Jay Moe says, Hughzey has never asked me to be on because he believes he is above BYB podcast and says he refuses to watch. And your show is just not for everyone. And you shouldn't take offense to that. People don't like the sound of my voice. We very much have a Chris Kattan type of show over here, where with an old trollish man who's annoying hanging out with a younger blonde. That's just what we're doing over here. Maybe it's not for everybody, and that's fine. What I don't do is run onto social media and cry about the people that don't like. Sometimes I do, I guess. when I'm cortisol spiking, I'll take exception with people not enjoying the effort that I'm putting in, or the low effort that I'm putting in over here. But yeah, it's just not going to serve you well to put it on Front Street that you're upset with somebody, and then everybody that supports Hughzey, which there are many people that do, obviously this is a perfect example of that, are going to take you to task for it. But Phil Walsh here says, Jay Moe is very angry at the world. He hates himself, but blames everyone else. Yeah, that seems like an accurate statement. And they go on to, this is leading somewhere, Nelly. Just so you know.
I'm just making sure this cat doesn't do anything stupid.
Oh, that's fine.
This is our new third co-host. He's very needy today.
Yeah. So then in Hackamania, this goes back to the old beef that I think Jay Moe is still champion. Let me give you some advice, Jay Moe. Granny and Lemmy aren't on the show anymore, so just let that go. Like, don't even hold any space for beef that's between those two on your show, because let Lemmy be Hughzey's problem. She's not on your show anymore. So who gives a fuck if Hughzey doesn't like Granny because of the one-sided conversations that she has with him? But to go to bat for Granny over what's going on between Hughzey and Granny is not serving you well, clearly. So he's saying that shoulder check me like that, and he will wish he was Granny. Okay, but Granny wasn't about to.
I don't understand that. Why would he wish he was Granny?
Yeah, I don't know. Nobody would wish that. I guess if Jay Moe beats him severely enough, he'll wish that he lived in a shed and shit in a cooler instead of being beaten by Jay Moe. I guess that's what that means. But Granny wasn't about to fuck up his money. Oh, you mean the money that he made banging a dude in Vegas? I guess I can't get $5,000 for fucking a dude if I'm in jail because I punched Hughzey in the face. You have to wonder if that wasn't the case, how things might have been different. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna beat up Hughzey. I've seen the two of them. It's Granny's outmatched unless he's feral, like a rabid raccoon going after Hughzey in that way. But he was annihilated and diminutive. I don't think Granny stood a chance up against Hughzey. But up until then, I realized I had no strong opinions about either one. Now I have some opinions about both. And Jay Moe says, going right to the DMs sharing is crazy, by the way. At least that bitch Kiki waits for a response. Either way, Europe is for Muslims, and I'm better than him just for being free. Do you agree with that, Nelly? Is Europe for Muslims?
Fucking, what a turd.
Do you consider yourself free over there?
I mean, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I'm not scared of my son's going to get shot in skills, so that feels pretty freeing.
Yeah. But apparently the DM is that. Yeah, I mean, Hughzey invited Jay Moe on like last year, and we're gonna watch a video in a minute of Jay. After all of this, Jay Moe gets banned off of X for threatening Hughzey to a certain degree, and then he goes on vacation or something. I don't know where he lives, but he decides that he needs to go live and make this 5-minute video explaining the beef. And I'm going to say it again. My biggest problem with this video is there's no jokes. There's nothing. Like, make this entertaining for me. This is just butthurt, crybaby, high school girl drama that you're revisiting again while you should be on vacation with your family, I assume. You've decided to make this. And it was because you got banned off of X. This was shared by Dr. Chow. And all I can say is, if Dr. Chow is prompting you to do something, you're
Chow
being trolled.
Is always in the mix of everything. He's got a finger in every pie.
And I was thinking about this with Chow. It reminded me of Jackie Brown when Samuel L. Jackson is talking about Bridget Fonda. And he's like, you can't trust Dr. Chow, but you can trust Chow to be Chow. So if Dr. Chow is coming to you saying, hey, make a 5-minute video telling everybody why you hate Hughzey, you're being trolled. So this is kind of on you, Jay Moe, for listening to Chow. But let's watch as much of this as we can before we get fucking sick of it.
Everybody can hear me. I'm outside. Well, I'm out here at Surf City, USA, out at the beach. But I wanted to get to a couple of things, one of which being the Irishman, Hughzey. And I was going to address it on BYB Wednesday night, but unfortunately, Quadfather lives in a third world country and his internet went down. So we were kind of not able to do that. But I will say this. One thing that I need to address, and we'll just kind of give everybody the view beforehand. It's bright out here. Shit. Anyway.
Brag. Look where I am, everybody. Look at my chain and my beachfront property. What an own.
Anyway, the long and short of it is this, okay? I had no issue I had no issue with Hughzey.
It is fake bacon. All of this is fucking kayfabe fakeness. They're not going to settle this in a ring in Hackamania.
I just said factual things. I said, Hughzey, not a fan of BYB, said it doesn't watch it and thinks it's shit. These are all things that he has said.
That a lot of people agree with.
Right? Somebody asked me to be on his show. They said, they tagged on one of his shows and they said, why don't you have people like Jay Moe on? And I responded back, he won't have me on because he doesn't like BYB. Doesn't watch.
It's as simple as that. Just leave it at that.
I mean, he knows who I am.
He probably would have just had him on. Just because he's on BYB doesn't mean that Cheesy wouldn't have him on. I'm sure there's other people. Bill Schmuckman goes on BYB and he goes on. So,
oh my God, the cringe of the week. I was on WATP yesterday, and the last time Shmuel was on with Hughzey and Lemmy and Pat Dixon and Eckel, his audio was so fucked up. It was like to a hilarious degree. It sounded like he was in a wind tunnel and he couldn't figure it out. It was hilarious. And I mean, that's the value of Shmuel. Whereas, why would Hughzey have Jay Moe on? He doesn't say anything funny. Hughzey wants people to try and say something funny. And Jay Moe never does that. So why would he invite you on?
I've spoken to him before, but that's the root of the issue. That's all I said. And then Hughzey...
Hughzey has Quad on so he can make cripple jokes at Quad's expense.
why does he keep wiping his mouth with a towel? What is going on?
I know. It's very bizarre. So it's very hard to take Jay Moe seriously when he's clearly butthurt, clearly has some problem keeping drool in his mouth, like Stuttering John, and is not saying anything of value here. He's just explaining facts, which is boring. You're boring everyone. Stop boring everyone.
And his brilliance, instead of going, oh, hey, by the way, I did this, he shares DMs right off the break, you know, showing when he invited me on in September of 2025.
That wasn't that long ago.
September of 2025. Anybody remember what was going on in September of 2025?
No.
Everybody wanted me on, dipshit.
If anybody knows what Jay Moe is up to in September of 2025, please let me know, because I don't. And maybe it's the reason why he's on BYB and people know who he is and think he's interesting. I don't know what happened in September of 2025. So maybe that'll answer a lot.
Like he's done a troll of someone or something. Like he's got to John. He must have done something that's made people notice him.
He called President Trump like Stuttering John. Okay.
You're not the only one. And I turned you down. And the reality of it is I was never asking to be on your show. I was just simply restating what you said. I just don't like passive aggressive.
Instead of simply doing that, say something funny about it.
People, like, if you don't like something or someone, just say it. Kind of like what I did to you. Because I didn't have a problem with you, Hughzey, and I don't really have one, to be honest with you. It's not personal. But the first thing you did was jump out and share a DM that you sent me in 2025? Like, what's wrong with you? The truth is you don't want me on your show. You won't have me on, and you do have a problem with BYD. Because these are things that you've said, not things that I've said. So I'm just talking facts. I'm sorry you can't handle that. I'm sorry that you got outside of your normal mode of being a fence singer.
That's true. If we're gonna be fair about why Jay Moe doesn't like Hughzey, I guess that is something Hughzey does. He like have people on and play both sides for entertainment value.
Entertainment purposes.
Yeah. People won't want to come on his show if
BYB do the exact same thing, just bring people on and start a fight, isn't that
exactly? Yeah. I was watching the most recent episode of Hughzey so that I could kind of get some more context about why these two are so mad at each other. And Jay Moe was in the chat and telling him that his show sucks and He was not enjoying it, and Hughzey said basically the same thing, that BYB sandbags people on their show all the time. So I think these are just two. This is Coke and Pepsi, just not saying you suck, no, you suck, when they're both really just
Hughzey is
doing the same
definitely
thing.
Coke.
Hughzey is the Coke, yes. Yeah. BYB is the Crystal Pepsi of this feud.
You asked
See, that was a joke, Jay Moe. Get it?
for this problem. Anyway, I'm suspended on X, obviously because my bully tactics towards this European cunt. But I'll be back.
Why is he
No
saying
worries.
European? Just stay
I'm not gonna be on-
Irish. Why is he saying European? He doesn't realize that Europe's not a country, doesn't he? Does he realize that Europe's not a country? He's Irish.
He doesn't like foreigners. What don't you get? If you're not American, you might as well just be all of Europe or the rest of the world. It's America versus everyone to this guy.
BYB tonight, so I just wanted to make sure everybody got the facts instead of hearing it from that guy who's not going to tell you the truth, clearly. He'd like to believe because he invited me on his show in September of 2025 that dispels anything that I just said, which was
Oh, the facts. Thank God. Because everybody loves reading encyclopedias. This is what I do for fun, is read facts and listen to
The
Jay
funny
Moe.
thing is that Hughzey put up receipts. Hughzey put up facts. I have actually invited him on the show before. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like Hughzey's put that up and gone, yeah, look, I did invite him on the show once, so I don't know what he's on about. So the receipts actually are the facts there.
And he invited you on, you declined. You invited Hughzey on, he declined. That's the long and short of it. It's just that you don't want to do each other's shows. You're both sandbagging your guests, and somebody's making jokes and somebody's not. And we like jokes over here.
It's just, again, referring to what he said. I didn't have an issue with you. Now I do.
I mean, I can already see it. Like, now he's going to be mad at us because you put out this video, and somehow that's my fault that you put this out, and it's ridiculous. And I pointed it out. Now you're going to be in fucking my ex comments telling me this show sucks, and you're not wrong, but also you did this to yourself.
Sharing my DMs and shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Now we got a problem. All that fencing for what? Now you got a problem. Now you're going to have to get active. I don't know what else to tell you. Everyone's like, why are you being mean? Why are you being mean to Hughzey? Fuck him. And fuck you too if you got a problem with it. Seriously, I don't care.
Oh, that's me. Fuck me. Oh no. I've been told off. Can we just leave it at this?
I'm one of them stupid Europeans, so.
Yeah. You love Muslims and you're European.
Yeah.
Fuck us, because we don't like this video that you insisted on making while you were on vacation. Just be on
Do you know what I
vacation.
like? Is that he started this off and he was like, I had no issue. I actually don't even have an issue. And then he's just gone, no, you have a problem. So have you got an issue? Have you not? Can you clarify? I'm not quite sure where you stand here, because at the start of the video you said you don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I didn't come for Hughzey. I simply stated what he has said on his show. He got sensitive and shared DMs. Last time I checked, we don't do that. So that's where I stand with it. So when I see him pop his dumb Irish head out, I'm going to bully him. You can't stop me. So I don't know what else to tell you. He's either going to bend the knee or it's going to be like this. But I don't, like, it was never an issue of me being invited on his show. I've seen who he has on his show. It's like, it's not that big of a deal to not be invited on there. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. I get invited to shows all the time. You have no idea what I turn down. I have a family. I have a life.
You know who I am.
I do a show 3 times a week. Fuck your show. How about that? Anyway, anybody needs me, I'm going to be at the beach, unavailable. I'm suspended on X for the next 6 days. You know? Thanks a lot, Hughzey. No, that's not his fault. That's not his fault. That's me. That's me. I used a naughty word. Break. Apparently, if you say you're going to break somebody, it's a violent speech. I meant mentally, but whatever. Anyway, everybody, enjoy the weekend. I sure will. I'm already getting fucking sunburned. This is dumb. I don't like to be wet either. That's gross. Anyway.
God.
You make a lot of bad decisions, is what I'm learning.
This
on
could
you
have been
Irish twat.
15 seconds long.
Yeah, I know. You just wasted over 5 minutes of our lives with this.
His kids are inside, like, Mum, when are we going to the beach? Daddy's just shouting at the European man on his phone. Just give him a minute. He'll be done when he's done.
Yeah. You're doing a Greg Opie Hughes impression. It's like, where's your family? Why you're just on the beach crying on the internet?
In the knee. Like, share, subscribe.
Hit the like button.
Yeah, I know.
Should have ended with that. That's how he should have ended. Hit the like button. That would have been brilliant.
Exactly. Yeah. See, that would have been funny. Oh my God. So really, it just goes on to I'm trying to. Bacon has been nice enough to send us a super tip, and I've had some problems like figuring out the layout of my super tip, like how it keeps echoing and not showing the right way. And I know that people have said that Moody has updated it and changed it, but I think Bacon, thank you for contributing to the show. I probably shouldn't have even put the fucking link in the chat. That's on me. I'll show it tomorrow on the poker game. I promise, but it's not working for me right now, and I apologize for that. Luckily, I run a show about apologizing. So, hey, Hamilton Burger, great to see you on the stream, Nelly. Oh, hi, Andy. Yeah, I happen to be here too. I saw Hamilton Burger on with Angela Does Horror. She was doing a watch along, and we're shouting out. We were saying hello to each other, so it was nice to see you over there. Plug for Angela Does Horror. And I just want to end this with the comment that Jay Moe shared here about ratioing Hughzey. And I don't know, based on everything he just said and what we've watched thus far, I don't think he knows what ratioing is. So I thought I would put it in my terms, which is this is the Looney Tunes critic video that that famously we covered on this channel, where it says that this video posted by LTC got about 2,000 views because people wanted to see what he was up to and what he had to say regarding that. And we did this where we reacted to his video, and this had, you'll see down there at the bottom, 3.2 thousand views. So that outperformed the original video. It got a lot of likes. It got a lot of comments. That is how you ratio a video. And I'm not sure what Jay Moe is referring to, but trying to say that he ratioed Hughzey. But from what I can tell, that's not true, because this is a comparable video that Kaylee and Ava went on BYB and had a debate about the TSN Menser Math situation. And a lot of people were interested to hear what those two had to say about that. And they did a 4-hour and 40-minute episode that featured 1 hour of these two talking, and that got 1.2 thousand views on the BYB. 2.2. Thank you. 2.2 thousand views on BYB in 4 hours and 40 minutes, as opposed to this video that also had Kaylee and Ava on days before that got 2.6 thousand views. And I looked at the likes on these videos. It was 83 likes on BYB and like 140 on this on Hughzey's channel. So
you know what BYB really needs to do? Find like some kind of catchphrase to remind people to like.
Yeah. If only there was a way to prompt people to drive likes.
We need to get a drop of Hughzey's hit the like button. We need to get it on the board.
Yeah. I think you might be right about that. So, I mean, honestly, I don't really have a problem with Jay Moe. I've invited him on the poker game. I've had Quad on the poker game. I'm having Spurg on. Maybe Spurg wants to speak to this, but Jay Moe hasn't accepted my invitation. And I'm going to show the DMs of him not coming on my show and then go on X and take exception with it. But I don't give a fuck. I mean, whatever. My biggest problem with all of this is that you bored me with it. It was like omnipresent in my thread, and it wasn't interesting in any single way. So if you're going to blow up my fucking feed at least make it interesting. Make it entertaining. I mean, it was interesting that you guys dislike each other, but Hughzey trolling you is the only thing that was funny about it. So that I fall on that side of the fence sitting when it comes to entertainment value and jokes. So be funnier, and I'll be on your side, Jay Moe. That's just where I land with all of this. But I want to thank everybody for checking this out. I hope that was interesting, and I hope the Chris Kattan cuckening was interesting. And Nelly, I want to thank you for making this show more fun to watch. I think everybody here is glad that you're here. I know I am. Do you have anything you want to plug?
No. No, I'm not doing much. When I am going to get the Rumble sorted this week.
Yeah.
Because I've just been posting shorts at the minute, but I'm going to get the Rumble sorted, and then I'll be back streaming on Rumble at some point since YouTube kicked me off again.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I love this. Bacon Bits is taking out a bounty on beef drippings for the poker game tomorrow. I like when people do that. So we could plug that. Look forward to the poker game tomorrow. Are we going to hang out and do like 15 minutes of Patreon content?
Yeah, let's do it.
You have time for that? Okay.
Yeah.
I think we will go watch that the Hadaway video, and maybe we'll find the Jim Brewer video of the Norm Macdonald story with Chris Kattan, and we'll do a popsicle review and watch those things over on Patreon. So for just $3, you can find that at bit.ly/stay sorry, or over on our members only portion of the YouTube channel. But if you don't want to subscribe, just or if you don't want to be a member, just subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. You're going to want to do that because the poker game goes live on different days at different times. Sometimes it's Sunday, sometimes it's Monday, sometimes it's Wednesday, depending on who's in the game. I know coming up in early July, there's going to be a big one on a Wednesday night. So hit that notification bell so that you don't miss that one. It's going to be a good one. And also follow us on Instagram for free so you know what we have coming up. I'll announce shit there too. So for Nelly, I'm Trucker Andy saying,
stay sorry.